venison back in Studio C. I'm sorry I didn't bring you any pot stickers. Would you like some?
I would love
After the interview, we go.
That sounds good.
Okay. Michigan has a unique history when it comes to World War II and a huge population of wartime veterans. Joining me to talk about it this morning is Debi Hollis, president of the Michigan World War II Legacy Memorial, and Russell Levine, vice president. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Hi.
Tell me about the memorial.
Well, you want to tell them the overall view?
Sure. So the memorial is the state of Michigan's official tribute to its contributions during the Second World War.
Okay.
And it's a 50-50 tribute, half to the war front and half to the home front, because of course Michigan was known as the arsenal of democracy. So this will be the state's recognition of that endeavor.
All right, and describe the memorial. Tell me where it is. Give folks an insight into its creation.
The memorial's in Royal Oak at a place called Memorial Park at 13 and Woodward.
Okay.
And it covers about 2/3 to 3/4 of an acre. And we will have, we like to say what we're covering, the who, what, and where of the Michigan story. So the who is a series of statues. Joe is one of them. He is part of our land scene.
We're looking at the video right there of the park of the memorial.
Yes, the statues will cover land, air, and sea. And each vignette will have 3 statues in them, focusing on the war front and the home front. And our sculptor, Larry Helbert, has been working very hard on the small-scale maquette renditions. This one we actually had bronzed to look like what the large-scale, life-size versions will in time look like.
Okay, camera 12 is getting a shot of it right there. That is actually quite heavy.
He's about 45 pounds right now.
And each of the statue scenes will have a Michigan story associated with it as well. So, for example, in our air theme, we'll be showing Rosie the Riveter actually building the skid of a B-24 bomber along with airmen getting ready to fly.
And as we tilt down and look at some of the more detailed work on this, why is it important as we, our population ages and younger, school children, we're losing the veterans, the greatest generation. Why is it important to educate about and remember World War II?
Well, I think it's important for so many reasons. First off, we really want to get it built before the greatest generation of Michigan is gone, so they can see how much we do appreciate and respect their efforts. And it's so important to educate the younger generation because I think many of them take the freedoms they have for granted. They don't understand why we have them. It's not just coincidence. It was a lot of hard work and effort that went into getting those freedoms. And we think that it's important to teach that lesson to them so as they move forward in their lives, they can draw lessons from what the greatest generation did and live up to those standards of excellence.
Yeah, we'd like the park to be an interactive, integrated into the fabric of the whole culture and the whole community, so that people will come to the park, not just come just to see on a field trip to see the memorial, but come because there'll be an ice skating rink in the winter, come because they can have a picnic there. And as folks are there and as they see the surroundings and the pillars that we have representing what people did and the map of Michigan indicating where certain things happened during the war, they'll start to ask questions and that'll be a conversation starter.
What has the reaction been among the veterans?
Oh, the veterans are thrilled. We started out as Honor Flight Michigan, and we spent years taking them to Washington, D.C. to see their national memorial. And so our phrase then became, now it's time to bring the memorial to them. And many of them have brought inscribed brick pavers with their own names on it because they feel it's such a personal memorial for them, and they're so thrilled. They can't wait to see it built.
Tell me more about the pavers.
Well, part of the memorial is going to be called the Walk of Honor, and you can purchase an inscribed brick paver with the name of a veteran, a home front worker, anyone that you want to honor and recognize that might have helped that cause or have been in any more recent conflict also. And that will be the entrance walkway that takes you past each of the statues that are being made.
And my grandmother, if I remember correctly, when they converted the McGraw plant to the arsenal of democracy,
exactly.
She was in there while my grandfather was on a PT boat.
Oh, awesome.
So, yeah.
See, so that's the story of the memorial right there, the home front and the war front, and what Michigan did and what we accomplished.
Well, thank you both for being here. It's a great effort that you're doing.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, and we'd like people to visit our website if they'd like to learn more. If they'd like to either buy a brick, they can find information there. If they want to make a donation, they can do that there. And we're also looking for corporate sponsors.
We will certainly put a link on our website, myfoxdetroit.com, on the mornings page, so people can just go right to it, find it, and point and click.
And they can like us on Facebook also.
Oh, of course.
Thank you.
All right, you ready to have some venison?
We're ready.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go.
go.
Lee.